Hey everyone, Tiff here. Just wanted to do a video on the basics of how to use essential oils and then cover some of the fundamental but super important safety aspects to be aware of when you're working with essential oils. Really important side note, I only ever recommend or base any of my findings on doTERRA essential oils. And I'm obviously not a doctor. So do your own due diligence and do what feels intuitively right for you. So there's 3 ways to use essential oils: aromatically, which is just through inhalation and water-based diffuser; topical, on the skin, applying to the skin; and internally, which is a bit of a controversial subject that indeed aromatherapists the world over are divided on. So I'm going to go into a little bit more depth on each of those topics, and then really just wanted to make sure you are aware that if you have any lifelong health conditions, are on any medications, particularly blood thinners, and if you're pregnant or for children under the age of 6, you really need to be careful with what essential oils you're using and why. Make sure it is safe for you to do so. And then I'll just touch on the also equally controversial subject of pets. So let's get started. With regard to aromatically, so you may or may not be aware that our sense of smell is the most underrated sense of all of our 5 senses because it's so powerful. The sense of smell, our olfactory system, is directly linked to the limbic part of our brain. The limbic part of our brain is what is responsible for managing all of our emotions, our moods, fight or flight, hormones, heart rates, blood pressure, arousal organs, you name it. That is kind of the hub of where all of that is controlled. So you can imagine working with pure plant medicine effectively and safely with applied knowledge, you can really impact your mood and your overall well-being in minutes. And in fact, it is fascinating. I've been on such an exciting journey over the past few years with all that I've learned. I do also need to stress, of course, I'm not a doctor. So please do your own due diligence and do what feels right for you. So with regard to inhaling the oils, you can't underestimate even just, taking a minute and getting an essential oil. And I hasten to add, the reason I say doTERRA, and I have done a lot of research on all the different essential oils out there, and I was really alarmed and surprised to find in the early days of discovering essential oils that there is no governing body when it comes to essential oils, which means that there's no regulations. Anybody can stipulate that it's 100% pure on the label, and actually the majority of the time it's nothing more than a fragrance. And I had no clue how damaging and harmful these fragrances are. Basically, the nicer something smells, the more additives and synthetics and toxins and fillers and harsh chemicals are in that product. So from our laundry room to our cleaning products to what I put in and on my skin and in my body, I've completely gone through all of that with a fine-tooth comb, and I only now use doTERRA pure essential oils. So just get, for example, this is a blend of 7 oils, this particular blend, and you can just take a minute and take some really deep, deliberate breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and you'd be amazed at how you feel. And I know, like in the beginning, I was like, how does that even work? I was very skeptical in the beginning. So I do love it when I'm questioned and challenged on how the oils work and why. So just inhaling the oil is super powerful. You get benefits, and even people with anosmia, which is what anosmia means is you've lost your sense of smell. I've worked with a couple of people who've said, oh, well, those would be wasted on me. But actually, you have a 2-fold reaction, one in the mind and one in the body. So it's all on my website, tiffanyspalding.com. You can have a look into the details there because it is really fascinating. And then the other way to really lift and shift the state and the energy in the room is with a water-based diffuser. This is doTERRA's wireless one. I love this diffuser because it's portable. So I just fill it up. You fill water and then just 3 to 4 drops in the diffuser, and you can take it, roam it. It's a roam diffuser. So it roams with me. It's called Roomy, and he comes with me into all my rooms as I'm going and working throughout the day. So yeah, diffusing is a really powerful way to really, whether you're at work in a office environment or at home, or you just want to really lift and shift the energy and keep your vibrations high. It's a really, really good way to change the quality of the air that you're inhaling, and get all the benefits that way. So inhalation, that's that way. Then you've got topical, which means applying it to your skin. Now, your skin is the largest organ on your body, okay? So it's covered with this dermal layer. So it's really important to understand that essential oils are pure, volatile, aromatic compounds, which come from different parts of the plant. So doTERRA's oils are 100% certified, pure, tested grade, which means they are pure and they are potent. And you do need to be really mindful and respectful that you only need 1 to 2 drops. This is pure plant-based medicine. And when talking with the skin, and when I say about the dermal layer, if you were just to put 1 or 2 drops onto your skin, it would just evaporate and be absorbed instantly. So the best way to get the maximum use of your oil is to use a carrier oil. And the one that's recommended is fractionated coconut oil, because that's had the solidified white sort of fat extracted out of it. So it's a very easy, rapidly absorbable, non-greasy way of going into the skin, driving that oil further and lasting longer, so you get the benefits for longer, and the fragrance of the pure, I say fragrance because it is pure plant fragrance, lingers for longer. So it's a really good way topically. A caveat when applying oils topically is just to be mindful that certain essential oils are photosensitive, which means they react in any kind of UV rays or sunlight. It's normally only the citrus oils that are photosensitive, but it's really a good idea just to familiarize yourself with that, especially if you are blessed with some lovely bright sunny weather. You don't want to be applying an oil, and not only single oils, but some of doTERRA's blended oils have bergamot is the most photosensitive one. So Beautiful, for example, is a blend of oils in a convenient pre-diluted touch roller ball like this one. Really great way to have your oils, because it's ready to go. You can keep them with you in a little roller ball. So Beautiful is one that I have. It's my pure fume. I use it all the time, but I know to only apply it to areas of my skin that won't be exposed to any kind of UV light. So around my navel, or soles of feet, or underneath my hair at the back of my neck if it's under some clothing as well. So always be mindful of familiarizing with the photosensitive oils, because that is a real thing. Because what would happen is the oil reacts to the UV rays, and then you would get an unwanted skin reaction or side effect. And I also want to stress, if you are a keen swimmer, particularly in any kind of public swimming space where they use harsh chemicals and chlorine in the water, it's really important to avoid any application of oils before you go swimming, just because the water could potentially, if it's been treated, it could react with the oils, and then you might get an unwanted skin reaction. So just to be aware of that when applying topically. And then you've got internally. Internally is a very, very controversial subject. And indeed, it's a topic that the world of aromatherapists are divided on, because, and this is what sets doTERRA apart from everyone else. And this is why I feel super safe and confident in doTERRA, because they are at the forefront of science and technology. They have revolutionized the way essential oils can be used. They have their own dedicated science lab facility, team of scientists, medical advisory board, veterinarian board, all these wonderful professional, super intelligent people that I just turn to every single day. It's all readily available, this information, in the form of science blogs online, apps on your phone, reference books, you name it, it's all available. So everything that I do, everything I teach is all available for you. And, you know, when you are part of the doTERRA community, it is like being part of a big family. Whenever anyone has any kind of concern, you know, there's different oils work for different things in different ways. So there absolutely is a solution for whatever it might be that you're struggling with. So when it comes to the internal use of essential oils, doTERRA do these veggie caps. You get 160 in here. I think it's about £3.50, and basically it's a clear capsule that you can actually put 1 drop of essential oil in, and then so this is your little cap, and the top just pops off, and you would put 1 drop of essential oil in there. And for that instance, I would recommend using the solidified coconut oil, and just get the tip of a spoon and then just put your drop of essential oil into the capsule, and then just put some of that coconut oil, so like that. So you'd end up 1 drop of oil and then a little tip of the teaspoon of the coconut oil. And the reason for that is, just like Western medicine, every single medicine has a half-life, so do essential oils. So you want to take essential oils internally. You want to be sure what you're taking and why. And not all of doTERRA's essential oils can be taken internally, so it's essential that you check. It would either say suitable for food flavoring, or it would say GRAS on the side of the bottle, which means generally regarded as safe. And then you would take 1 drop, little, little, and then more frequent doses as advised, rather than heavy-handed, lots of drops at once, which overloads the system, and then you would actually cause a toxic backlog in the system. So the essential oils need time to be processed and digested in the body, and then they go through all the filtering agents, the kidneys and the liver, and they filtered out and excreted accordingly. So it's very important that you understand why, what essential oil you're using and why you are using it. And if you do have any long-term conditions, as I say, or if you're on any medication, if you're pregnant, and certainly the younger generation shouldn't be taking essential oils internally. doTERRA do some really powerful supplements. 3 come to mind, actually. GX Assist, DDR Prime, and On Guard capsules. They are all really powerful and effective, but they contain some of what's known as hot oils. Your hot oils are oils like clove, cinnamon, oregano, cassia, and thyme. And so you don't want to be taking those for any more than 5 to 7 consecutive days, and then give you a couple of weeks off, give your system a break, and then you can take again. But really definitely recommend making sure that you're happy with what essential oil you're taking, the correct means of application. So just inhalation in your diffuser, whether it's topically with some carrier oil or internally. I would also just remember about swimming, remember about sunlight, remember about dilution, and remember that it's actually not complicated. It's not hard. It's super easy once you get your head around it. But that's what you get when you join my team or anyone else's team who does essential oils. You're actually getting the benefits of all of my years of research and thorough fact finding. I'm very much a science-based fact finding person, so you get all of that support in with your membership, if you like. So it's really powerful. And also just wanted to talk a little bit about pets. So diffusing in the house when you've got dogs and cats is a very, very safe option, but there are certain oils that should be avoided. Certainly melaleuca, that is toxic for dogs and cats, and any of the hot oils. You wouldn't want to diffuse them anyway because they don't smell particularly great in the diffuser. But I've got a section of what should and shouldn't be diffused around pets. And then when you are taking oils internally, the other, some of the citrus oils, if you would like the benefits of, say, for example, lemon, I have warm water every morning with a drop of lemon and a drop of ginger or turmeric. I would just take 1 drop of each, and I have warm water, but always glass bottles throughout the day, 1 drop in your water, because oils would eat into the plastic. So you must only ever use glass or stainless steel. That's a key thing to be aware of. But other than that, oils are, they're in a bottle. They're available. You can take them with you on the go. They've got me out of many tricky situations, feelings of anxious overwhelm, emotional overwhelm, physical pain and discomfort. So yeah, really powerful, profound, instant benefits to be enjoyed with these oils. But it's just, really important to be aware it is pure plant-based medicine, of course. So you would expect to have, need some informed knowledge as to, okay, what are these oils? How best to take them? Are there any things I need to be aware of? So yeah, there is sunlight, medication, and dilution. Those are your three things. Then just be wary of, if you're going swimming or being exposed to anywhere where there's chemicals, could there be a reaction? But in the main, really great, powerful way to change, lift and shift your life energetically, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. So I'd love to talk more. Reach out if you have any questions. But otherwise, I would just recommend and stress that you enjoy your journey in essential oils. Get to know your essential oils, understand how they work, because they really can change your life. Thanks for watching. Until next time.